One of the worst possible things that can happen in the Pokemon card collecting hobby is getting scammed, and getting scammed when buying a higher end graded card. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what I do in order to avoid getting scammed and making sure that my cards are 100% authentic. When buying online, especially if it's not from a reputable source, it's very sketchy and you don't really know if you're getting something that's real or not. So on eBay, whenever you're buying any cards that are $250 and more, it automatically gets sent to PSA so that they can authenticate your card. And with this is what eBay calls their authenticity guarantee program. Once again, with authenticity guarantee, any card that you buy that's worth over $250, it's automatically going to get sent to PSA for them to authenticate. Once you purchase the card, you can rest assured because the hard part is over. Now the seller will package up your card, create a shipping label, and then send it to PSA to get authenticated. Once you have the tracking number, you can track the progress through the USPS system throughout the entire process. Once it gets to the authenticator, they'll acknowledge that they received the card, then it'll go through the authentication process. Once it gets verified, you'll get a notification saying that your card has been authenticated and it's on its way back to you. From there, you can just look up the same tracking number and see the card as it makes its way back to you through the USPS system. Once you get your card, it pretty much comes in a package that looks like this. It's very clean. Let me go ahead and unbox and show you the whole process and what it looks like. So the unboxing process is actually very nice. It gives you an overall premium feel. So this is what it's going to look like once you open everything. You're met with collect, trade, and repeat. And they'll give you this paper. You can go ahead and pause it and read it. I won't read it. But yeah, the most important thing on this is that you can scan the QR code on the back of the label and it will show you a picture that it was successfully authenticated. Yeah, so once you take that out, you see the card that you got, eBay Authenticity Guarantee. And this is one that I decided to pick up. It is the Charizard V alternate art from Brilliant Stars. So yeah, here's the card. They pretty much pack it in a sleeve, and they also have a sticker that is tamper proof and it says void if damaged. And this is the QR code that when you scan, you'll go ahead and see that they authenticated the card. I'll show a couple other cards that I ended up picking up. This is the other one, Charizard EX Special Illustration Rare from Paldean Fates. And one more. This is the last one that I got. This is the Charizard VMAX Hyper Rare from Champion's Path. So overall, I really like the unboxing experience. It's overall premium. So one last thing I wanted to mention in this is that for all you graded guard fanatics out there, for cards that you did buy that specified a graded guard on the listing, they will also include the graded guard. So for the Charizard that I got, the one from Paldean Fates, it actually had the graded guard on there. And when I was unboxing, I was wondering if they were going to include the graded guard or if they were going to get rid of it, but they did indeed include it. So when I opened the one for that, it was pretty much underneath, and I thought that was pretty cool that they were going to include it. Once you scan the QR code, you can see the actual date that it was authenticated on. So yeah, if your card is over $250, it automatically gets the authenticity guarantee. However, if a card is under $250, this is where you have to do your part to make sure that it is authentic. A lot of things that I try to do is that whatever photos they list on their listing, I try to make sure that it matches what I see once I scan the QR code on actual PSA. And a lot of times, let's say if you do see some kind of imperfection on the back of the card on PSA's actual site, you're going to want to try to see the same thing on the listing. And if something doesn't match up and you smell something fishy, get out. It's probably a scam. However, another way to spot if a listing is fishy or not is by their seller feedback. Anyone with lower seller feedback, especially if it's zero feedback, I would highly question that listing. And also, sometimes when someone does have low seller feedback, maybe they're just getting into selling, they created a new account, who knows. But I like to try to message a seller, be like, hey, what's up? Is this your first time selling? How do you usually ship? Have you sold before? And those are some general questions I tend to ask just to give myself a little peace of mind when buying something. So at the end of the day, if you buy a card off eBay and it's $250 and more, you can rest assured that it's going to go through eBay's authenticity guarantee, which provides 100% transparency. You can rest assured that your card is authentic. And if there is anything fishy and it's not authentic, the card is going to get rejected by PSA and you're going to get your full refund. In conclusion, I really do like eBay's authenticity guarantee for higher end Pokemon cards. And I think I didn't mention this earlier, but even if it's a ungraded card that's over $250, it's also going to go through eBay authenticity guarantee as well. So if you found this video helpful, useful, you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.